Of the Far From Vesuvius podcast. That's Ralph Pizarro of Calcio Napoli Club. Just rant about Napoli.
Let's go for it.
We're gonna rant. We're gonna match report. We're gonna talk about the games. We're gonna talk about topics. You leave comments, and we'll read your comments out. Question.
All right, quick stats.
Yes, throw the stats up there. On to a nice little segment that we're gonna call the Beast of the Match.
So who is beasting it for the Napoli team? Let's see.
But follow us on Facebook, Raffaele Rispo, Ralph Pizarro, Twitter at Rafa Napoli 83. That's me.
CNC USA 26.
I want some feedback to the show. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to see more or less of? This is going to be a show for you guys too. I want a lot of comments.
We want to rant about something. Let us know if you want us to rant about something.
I promise you, we're not going to agree on everything all the time.
We won't.
We're going to yell at each other every now and then.
Come and rant. This is what it's for. We want to give you a space to let loose so you can do it here.
Well, that's going to do it, Ralph. Were we boring enough for you?
I don't know. I think we were great.
Let's get to it.
Madonna do Carmen, aiutici tu.
And benvenuti, fellas and bellas all over the world. Welcome to another episode of the Raff and Raff Rant. I am Raff Pizarro, German my co-host, Rafa Rispo. Welcome.
I'm feeling a little punchy today.
I'm saying? So
yes,
am I,
sir.
bro.
Yeah.
How we all doing, everybody in the chat? Let's get this rant on the road, guys. Thank you for being with us today. If you are here on the replay, guys, please give us a like, give us a subscribe, follow us, so you can stay up to date with all the latest content here on the Raff and Raff Rant. Rafa, how you doing? Back.
I'm good. How are you,
man?
man?
I'm all right.
We're back at it. Yeah, Monday night. It's Monday night. This is what we do. We were on. A little short on topics, a little short on things to talk about, which is crazy, considering we're perfect in Serie A, considering, But two of us really kind of, buonasera, Tony. Thank you very much. Tony Sessa in with us. But, a lot of things going on at once, and a lot of things in our personal lives, a lot of things with Napoli. This one is on the fly, guys. We are going to rely on your topics, your comments, your questions. We're going to get your opinions. We're going to talk about everything today. Gaetano. Come sta, Gaetano? So today is your show, everyone. We're going to drive this show based on what you guys decide to allow us to talk about. We're going to start. Tutta posto, Gaetano. Tutta posto. Thank you very much.
Tutta posto.
We're going to start, Ralph, with...
Yes.
We won yesterday. Cagliari. Sereno, ciao. Ciao, how are you? We won against Cagliari 2-0, right? Pretty convincingly,
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Osimhen on the score sheet again. We celebrated Insigne's 400th appearance, which was the Juve match. I didn't realize that until this morning. Clifford, what's up, my friend? Goats, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Did you see Cliff shaved? Have you seen
I
it?
didn't know Cliff had a beard. Maybe I did.
Well, yeah, a little something. Cliff.
Listen, what you guys call a beard or what I call a beard is I trimmed my beard too. Hold on.
Look at, is that? Wow, that's super trimmed, bro. I thought you had it tucked in or something. No, that thing's trimmed.
I had to get the mustache cleaned up a little.
Oh, boy.
I think I left a little patch over here, but
Look at that.
I took a little off the sides, a little off the thing, and it had to match the cup. I did it myself. I was cleaning up the sides, and I was like, you know what? I got to match the cup for tonight. So
Nice. Okay. All right. Now the logo is proper.
Now it's proper.
So yeah, right here he says LMAO baby faces. So check this out. So the other night he was on the Juve Cast stream show, and I kind of caught the tail end of it. I had just came home from work. I went on the computer. I went on Twitter, just checking his stuff, and I saw that Cliff had this post that he was going to be on the show, and they were doing kind of a late night show that night. So I really caught. Honestly, it was about like almost 11:15 or something. I caught the last few minutes. So I go on, Rafa, and I'm looking, Cliff is in the top right corner of the show. They have a similar
Ooh,
setup to how we do here.
Okay.
And Cliff, he doesn't know this yet, so this is kind of like Cliff. For a minute, I didn't know that was you. I was like, is that Cliff? I'm like, dude, I can't recognize the guy. And it wasn't until the host of the show. It wasn't until the host of the show had said his name, and then I wrote Forza Cliff on behalf of the Raff rant. And see, that's great. No, it was true.
Funny.
Like, I was like, yo, is that Cliff? I think it's Cliff, but I don't know. I don't want to say Forza Cliff.
Yeah. Apparently, Cliff is getting big with his Spaces and his UVCast show.
Yes,
I mean,
good for
he's
him.
getting a lot of attention in the CultureCast Discord too. I'll tell
Good
you
for
that.
him, man. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
if there's any one Juventini I want to see make it, definitely Cliff.
Dude.
Sir. Now, but big shout out to the guys. They gave us a shout out on UVCast. I want to give one back to them.
They did good. That's
yeah,
good.
man.
I appreciate all the great comments from
Mm-hmm.
everybody. The great feedback from everyone on every platform. Juve, Milan, Inter, doesn't matter. Serie A, doesn't matter.
Right. So thank you for that, guys.
Thank you.
The Juve guys. Cliff is the only Juve Twitter account I like from Peter Scala.
There's a couple, but Cliff is one of the best for sure. For sure. Yes,
sure.
yes. I
Hold
want to
on,
bring this up. How's the new job, Biz? from
Yeah, thank
Gaetano?
you.
How's
Thank
that
you for
going?
asking. So let me tell you, I finished up training. I went well. I go live tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. I'm working in Connecticut. Beautiful fine dining restaurant. It was a chef that I worked for previously. He when I worked in Manhattan, he reopened in Connecticut. So Matteo Bonetti, holler at your boy if you want some good dinner. You and the lady.
Holla, Matteo.
Come
Where
by,
in
let me take
Connecticut?
you. I'm in Darien, Connecticut. So
Darien. I wonder how. Well, Cliff is in Connecticut too.
it's like right after Stanford.
Okay. Well, Stanford is where they did the CBS broadcast from yesterday. They didn't do it from Manhattan. They did it from the Stanford studio. But Cliff's from Cliff, can you confirm where Darien is in conjunction to where you live?
Okay.
Let us know. Thank you. Everybody's giving me some good comments about the kits. Thank you very much.
Here you go. Let's the forum begin. How does it feel on you, Rafa?
Well, as I pour my truly strawberry limonata,
Yeah.
limonata fragola.
Love it. I got my opera.
How does it feel on me? Let's put it this way, Paolo. I don't wear this out. You don't see my bottom half, and that's probably a great thing. I wear it for the cameras. Lifestyle changes coming soon, though, guys. Hopefully, I can take care of some weight here and start wearing these things out because I got to gear up for that new kit.
That Armani jersey.
The one that's coming in for you. I got to get one too.
Yeah,
you know, my
I can't wait.
and also a future show. Yeah, business kit is sick. That actually is
Love
a kit
this
that I
lime green
wanted to
one.
get. I didn't go get it. I didn't get it,
Dude,
and I
go
need
for
to
it.
get it.
You got to
The
get
mint.
This one. I think they're still doing that sale online, Rafa. You should definitely check it out.
I think so too. I'll check it out.
This lime green kit is money.
Listen,
money.
Damien at RB is dropping a bomb on Saturday. Yeah, this white, this one in white,
The one
these
behind
two in
you,
white.
right?
Oh, gonna have to go there first, buddy. Then we'll talk about current kits. But anyway,
I look like Pitanya and Kappa kids.
Hey, listen, Pitanya's a big boy, but that's okay. He looks good in them. So anyway, Cliff wants you to name drop your spot. He wants to go. He's gonna be your first client.
Yeah, it's called L'Hostal in Darien, Connecticut. It's a southern French type cuisine, real fine dining, small spot, but again, Chef Jared in the kitchen. The boy can cook, man. That guy can cook, and his team is excellent. So, Cliff, hit me up in the DMs. We'll talk about it more. Yeah, DM me. I'll get back to you and let you know. It's in Darien, Connecticut. Nice little spot. If you want to bring a lady friend, great place. Great place. I wonder how those new Armani kits jerseys fits. I hope they're not skin tight like the Kappa. I hope not either, Tony, because I bought the red one. So
yeah, so Ralph bought the red one. And we have a show coming up soon. I'm not sure when. I think we're just gonna wait till you get your kid in, right? The guy is ready. He's ready to come in. He's on standby, waiting for your kid to come in. And he is not a big fan of the Armani. He's a big fan of Kappa. He's not a Napoli fan, but he's a kit account on Twitter. And he DM'd me asking how we feel about the new kits because I had said something about Kappa. We like Kappa, and I appreciate the Kappa, and I'll always be a fan of Kappa, but the Armani joints are fire. And he just doesn't agree. So we're going to have him on when Raff Bizzarro gets his red kit in so we can compare, contrast. Raff's going to feel it. He's going to feel it on his skin, and he's going to hug it and sleep in it one night.
Yeah,
and,
maybe.
Kind of just, make love to it. Maybe take it out to dinner.
Oh, hello there. Greetings from Greece. Forza Napoli.
Greece.
Yorgo, where are you from in Greece, Yorgo? I want to go to Greece so bad.
Well, Raff Bizzarro's from Astoria, Queens.
Yeah, I'm from Little Athens, a.k.a. Astoria.
For sure.
So, hey, fun fact, Rafa. I think Astoria had more Greeks, I guess, per capita than... I think they were second only to Athens.
Really?
In all of Greece.
What?
Yeah.
That's
insane. At one point.
That's crazy.
They had the most Greeks in the world, Astoria Queens.
Gaetano rated our show, Hide the Children. We did get on a little late today.
Yeah.
Pasquale, I don't like the Amazon on the sleeve, to be honest. Well, you know what? Listen, this is your show, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about it. This is the point of this show. Open forum. Get in.
Yeah.
Say something, and we're going to have a show basically deriving from your comments. So, Ralph, a little impromptu, but why don't we talk about that right now? I don't like that Amazon is on the sleeves, to be honest, Pasquale. Wondering why, but I think it's a really good thing because Napoli has Amazon on their kits, and Amazon is the richest company in the world. No matter how they did it. And Napoli... they're paying Napoli to put themselves on the kits. And nobody else has Amazon on their kits. They're the first football club to have them, represented on a kit. And, we were the first club to have a store, an official store. I don't know, Ralph, what do you think, man? I mean, Amazon on the kit. I mean, maybe where they put it on the sleeve, there's no more, no more on the back, tramp stamp, no more Kimbo tramp stamp, But, Amazon on the sleeve. How do you feel about that?
Kimbo tramp stamp, did you just...
Hashtag Kimbo tramp stamp, right?
Hashtag Kimbo tramp. I'm going to go with Sereno here. I love the Amazon because it's an actual real sponsor.
It's not like a suit. You can't find it at a supermarket. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like everybody knows. It is a supermarket.
Napoli kits are walking supermarkets for the past 10 years.
Really? Gaetano says, let's get Amazon on the chest.
Right here. Boom. Right?
I wouldn't mind. I mean, like, everybody knows Amazon, It's missing the Leaf game. Thank you. I want to give a big shout out to Michael.
Oh, Mike,
we were going back. We were going back and forth in the Discord, literally, as the ticker was going on. I was like, "Hey guys, get in!" So thank you for missing the game. I forgot that hockey started. I got to get on it.
Oh yeah, man.
He was asking.
I guess I'm sorry. The dog is coming in. Huh?
Never asked me anything. Always you, Rafa. You always never.
Biz, I was asking Rispo. What was the question?
Never asked something about would you get the jersey?
Oh, this?
Didn't know you had that jersey.
Where did I get this jersey? I don't remember, dude. It was online somewhere, dude.
Yeah.
Probably Amazon, honestly. We want to talk about it. But you see, that's a good thing. That's a good thing about Napoli being an Amazon supplier. When you have a globalized brand on your kits, there's only good can come from it. Kimbo Tramp Stamp his new Discord name tag. Yeah.
Paulo says, I'm very certain that Amazon is on another kit, but it will be sad the day that they're our front.
I don't know about that. I think
Why?
we were the first.
Why,
I think we
Paolo?
were the first. It'd be sad
I wouldn't mind.
I
I wouldn't mind Konami up front. That would be.
That would be cool. That would be
and
that might be a possibility. Maybe eFootball. The name of the game. That would be nice. Yeah.
All the Americans, when they see me wearing Napoli kits, what is Lete?
Yeah, you
Is that
put
like a
Amazon
milk?
on. You know what Amazon is, right?
No,
It's
an
not a
Amazon,
milk.
right? Is that milk?
Is that milk?
I'll be listen. If they put Amazon on the front of the kid, I'm gonna be pumping that Jeffrey Bezos song.
Yeah,
Born in 1960.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey
Did you see?
Bezos.
Do you know where that
That'll be
comes
like the
from,
new
right?
Coro in the Curva A, right? No. Where?
That's from the Bo Burnham. Is it Bo Burnham? His he's a comedian who does he's hilarious. And he did this special while on quarantine, while everything was shut down. And he did it himself in his apartment, locked in his apartment. He spent all quarantine doing it, and it's pretty friggin' hilarious. I think you should watch it. Bo Burnham.
Yeah,
hilarious.
confirmed by Peter Scott.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Love it.
Starts off really dark, gets really funny, and ends kind of dark too. But it's just very cool, very cool. I'm really kind of I'm really kind of intrigued as to why Paulo is not a is not a fan of this Amazon thing. Is it a Jeffrey Bezos thing?
No. Is it Jeffrey? Just Amazon being a big brand doesn't sit well with me. Being
See,
I
disagree. I'm very okay. I'm a lot.
Leave it up here.
I think I'm a lot easier. I think I'm a lot more accepting of a bigger brand being on our kits than I am of a bigger conglomerate buying Napoli. I really want to win a Scudetto, win some trophies. You know, we've won the Coppa Italia, of course, Supercoppa, but I want to win major ones, European ones, and the Scudetto with ADL as the owner. I don't want to feel like we're the club that sold and, started buying everyone to win titles, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd be happier than a pig in shit if it happened and we win, but to know that we took this project and continued it until we never gave up to win, for me would be so special. Would be extra special, winning one under ADL. But I don't mind if it's with Amazon on our kits. It doesn't matter to me. I think globalizing it's just another step towards globalizing our brand without selling out to like a sheik or oil tycoons or American billionaires or whatever. I think this is the way, forward is putting Amazon, Konami on the kits, bigger names, having names for our training facility, Konami Training Center, being exclusive to Konami video games, eFootball, as of next season, eFootball 23 or whatever you want, whatever it's going to be called, is going to be exclusive Napoli. So, I think that's just another step in the right direction for Napoli.
I mean, even Raff, even if it was a brand like Kimbo, I would have taken that as well. But overall, this area here goes to the highest bidder, right? I mean, that's kind of the name of the game. You got the money for it. You come up on the jersey. We had Kimbo back up on us. I think MSC is still with us.
MSC, yep. MSC was with us. So MSC was with us when we first had a second sponsor, which I believe was 1213. MSC was our second sponsor underneath. And then for a little while, it was Pasta Garofalo. And then we went back to MSC recently.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, and MSC is, it's a, what is
I
it?
just see the tar in front.
Yeah, right. Listen, Lete is a very loyal sponsor. They pay us pretty well. But one of these days, yeah, I think, Amazon or Konami or something else should be up there.
Paulo, that's fair. You make good points. I'll still buy an Napoli kit even if they had the turd emoji. On the chest.
That's true. I would too. Yeah,
that's hilarious. Right. We got a question in the chat from Michael Simi. Let's answer it.
Let's do it.
Do you think Anguissa has been the best midfielder in Serie A since he joined Napoli? Peter right on the ball already. Pete Scala. Simi Fabian has been better, but it's close.
Well, so define better. I think the two of them together is the best thing I've ever seen right now so far in the midfield of Napoli. Vinny's saying Garofalo's an ugly sponsor, but by far the best pasta. Yes,
tell that to Jerry Mancini.
I'll tell you what. No, the pasta was a big to do in the Serie A community over the past week or so.
Ain't even on Twitter, right?
I'll tell you what. Yes,
Pasta Gate.
For me, my favorite pasta ever was Garofalo the big rigatoni, like the big one. I mean, I don't know if they make a smaller one because I only ate a big one. So before before Garofalo became a sponsor of Napoli, my dad bought it, Garofalo, from his supermarket right down the street from where he lives, where my parents live in Mayapack. And he goes, try this, look at this. And I just remember these jumbo rigatoni. And I was like, what the hell is this? Oh, it's Garofalo. It's good pasta from Naples. And I'm like, okay, great. Next thing you know, they're on our jersey sponsor. And it's awesome. Awesome. Mm-hmm. If you can find yourself some Garofalo, like I said, the big rigatoni. I don't remember the name of it, but here we go. I don't remember names of pasta. Here we go.
Oh no! What kind of Italian are you, Raff?
Right?
What they call like scafoni or something? I don't know, something like that. I should know. I'm the waiter here. That's shame on me. But I don't. It's rigatoni.
There's so many pastas out there.
There's like over 300. I think.
Who cares?
Noodles.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares? Anyway,
Anguissa, best midfielder. What do you think?
Anguissa, for me, I mean, it's hard to say no, but he is fighting with Fabian for that title, in my opinion. I think we could say Anguissa, best midfielder, Fabian, most improved, possibly. But Fabian's got 2 goals. He's playing really well. But I believe Anguissa is the reason why Fabian is playing very well. So it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. But for me, I mean, fact, 100% fact, nobody has had a better start to their Serie A career that I can remember than Anguissa. I mean, just a great debut. I mean, the match against Juventus, we gave him beast of the match, and then he gets another one, this one against Cagliari. Just winning balls and moving the ball up and making passes that make sense. And it's just been such a delight. Mm. What did Cliff say? He's put one of the best midfield performances in Serie A this season. Locatelli is starting to find his form the last few games. Locatelli got a goal against Spezia, was it? Or no, who they play last? Sampdoria.
Right.
Yeah, Locatelli too. I think Locatelli needed time to mix with Juventus,
right.
But so does everybody, But for the thing is, for Anguissa, he picked it up just like that.
Right. I think, Cliff, I think Locatelli has probably been one of the better players on Juve. I like what he's doing there. But, as far as Anguissa goes, guys, is he better than Fabian? I can't call it better because that duo has been doing so well. Hold on, I want to get Frank up here real quick, man, because I love it when people say this. Sending in love, appreciation for your show from Australia. Thank you, Frank. And Napoli for the month ahead. It's going to be fun, and I'm not even a Napoli fan. Enjoy the ride, gents. Thank you.
Who's
Frank.
your team?
Who's your team, Frank? Let us know.
Is it Fiorentina? Get the purple F. Did Fiorentina change their emblem? Fiorentina for the Napoli game changed their emblem. Look, the purple F. Instead of the blue N. Look at that. That's funny. Anyway, it's probably not Fiorentina.
Cliff Anguissa boss Locatelli. Yeah,
he did.
Thank you.
Yes, he did.
Appreciate that. You don't have to sugarcoat it. Juve suck major doo-doo. I didn't say Juve was good. I said Locatelli was good.
Cliff is going to tell you what you want to hear. Juve suck major doo-doo.
Best Juve ever.
They'll be back. They're 10 points behind Napoli, but they'll be back.
This is the $400,000 question. How the hell did no one pick this guy up? He could start on any midfield in the world.
I don't know, but I do know why he wanted to leave and why Fulham got rid of him is because he wanted to play in the top leagues. He didn't want to play for championship team. He wanted to play in the top leagues. And why nobody picked him up, I don't know. But guess what? Napoli did. And that's a testament to Napoli's scouting. That's Giuntoli, that's ADL, and that's the scouting crew for Napoli. I was really convinced that Giuntoli was done after the season. I thought major overhaul was going to be made. But look what he did. Look at what he did. Unbelievable. And we're going to pick up that option for him for 15 mil instead of 25. Might be more like 20, but he's valued at 25. But the thing is that he, after the performances, if this continues, he'll be valued at more than 25 by the end of the season, and we're still going to get a bargain for him. It's perfect scenario. Couldn't be any happier with what we did with Anguissa.
Right. This was definitely all Gintoli. I remember even Spalletti said, I was reading on one of the reports online, that he wasn't sure who Anguissa was, and it was all Gintoli. So Gintoli asked him, hey, do you want this guy? And he was like, okay, fine, get him. And, well, we got him. And so props to a big shout-out to
I love and I love what Peter just said here, too. If Zombo is why we didn't get a left back, then I'm okay with it, and so am I. Listen, if we have to make a move in January, I would be okay with bringing in another left back for maybe backup purposes, right? But let's not forget, and I know everyone's going to kill me for saying this, but we have Gulam coming back too soon. So there are options. There are options behind options behind options. Yeah. If we can get a good few months of Gulam without him getting injured to play backup to Mario Rui, then I'm okay with that. However, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Mario Rui is why we didn't get a left back. Vincenzo says, thank
Mario Rui almost made beast of the match last match, guys. He almost did.
He almost did. It was well-deserved by Anguissa. That's what we ended up choosing. But, like Raff even said it, I really wanted to pick Mario Rui that game. So, no more Mario Rui slander, at least until he botches some defense. I think he really wanted to.
Dude, but he's been good on defense too, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I really think he wanted that spot. He really, really.
Yeah.
Even last year we saw it when he was they were doing the back and forth between him and Hisa. He really wanted that starting spot, man. And I think now that he knows that it's basically his, as long as it's his to lose. You know what I mean? So if he starts tanking, then okay, maybe we might go. We saw Spalletti using what's his name, Zanoli, right? The young kid who has great pace, but yes, needs some time to grow, needs some time to maybe improve. But there still is a promising future for Napoli, which kind of brings me to this other question that we got here from Michael Lisi. And I know Michael Lisi, if I'm pretty sure, is a Milan fan.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, right? So
yes.
And I'm glad that he's and even as a Milan fan, he kind of agreed with my take. So through a perfect 6-game start, Michael asks, is there anything worrying you guys? Any pieces that don't quite fit yet? P.S. I picked you guys to win the league, so don't let me down. Yes. Thank you.
I gotta be honest with you, Michael. No, there isn't. There is not. I'm not worried about a thing right now. We have guys like Mertens coming back. Demme made his return. Lobotka's still coming back. He's not going on international duty with Slovakia. He's staying behind to finish his rehab. I really don't have a worry in the world right now. I mean, unless we have an injury-ridden squad come November.
Right.
And yeah, the African Cup of Nations is also a thing. But this is why it's so important to also take the Europa League very, very seriously and try to finish in first. Mm-hmm. You want to finish first in the Europa League so that you're not playing Europa League in football in February when these guys are just coming back. Who knows in what kind of condition, who knows how long they'll be out there for. We want the minimal amount of matches. We're already going to be playing in some Coppa Italia games without them too, so that when they get back, they're ready to go for the rest of the season. And the schedule isn't all that difficult in that time that they're gone. I think we play Juventus, but at the same time, we've already beaten Juventus at home, So it's for me, it's vital that we use our team to the best of our abilities, right? And I don't see a weakness on this club. I just don't. When we're it's like last season. It's the same thing. Now that Zombo's in, I mean, definitely that's 100% better than what we had before. Sure. But there's nothing that worries me about the squad if we're fully healthy. We have a 1A and 1B on the right flank down there, right? Mm-hmm. Insigne is getting rest because Unas is coming in because we kept him. Petagna is a formidable substitute to Osimhen. You got Zielinski at the number 10. Fabian could also play there. Elmas could also play there. Plus, he could play on the left. Mertens coming back, who could play on the wings and in the middle. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You've got a strong center back core. You've got coverage on the wings in the back, and you've got 2 goalkeepers that could start on any squad. It's absolutely. There's no weakness on this club, and that's the difference. That's the difference between this team that started out perfect and the team in 2017-18 that started out perfect. Or 2015, I don't remember what year it was. Was it the year we won 91 points? Yeah, 17-18 when we started out 8 of 8, right? Mm-hmm. Got to 91. That's the difference for me, is that we're able to rotate, substitute well. Mind you, back then there were only 3 substitutions. Now there's 5. Fine. But at the same time, Sadi never played his players on the bench, and Spalletti is utilizing his players on the bench, and the depth is quality. So that's the difference for me moving ahead of this season. That's what makes me really believe. Like, I believe that season that it could happen. But this season, looking back in hindsight at that season, knowing what we have this season, I think the possibilities for us are endless. Endless possibilities.
Raff, I think as far as worry, the only thing that really worries me is a repeat of last year where we just had too many injuries all at one time. Going into Europa League games with 6 Primaveras players on the bench. Those are the things that really worry me. But that's it. It. And Inter don't worry me. Milan don't worry me. No team worries me. Now, I'm not trying to knock any of the other teams. I think Inter are good. I think Milan are good. I think Juve is going to come back. But what I'm trying to say is I'm not worried. They have to be just as worried about us as we are worried about them. I think as far as talent and the abilities of these teams, I feel like they're as equal as they can be since I don't know when, honestly, since the past 10 years, in my opinion. So I'm not worried aside from that. Now, I don't like, George, we're going to get to this, but real quick, I already saw today, there's one thing that I don't like. I won't harp on it too long, Rafa, but the journalism, already it's starting. It's already starting. Oh, Mertens and Insigne are going to leave. They're not going to stay. Oh, big clubs are looking at Osimhen. It's like we get on this roll, all of a sudden, the journalists want to dismantle this team already.
That's their job.
Yeah. Terrible. How about write something that we want to freaking read?
How about write some positivity about Napoli instead of trying to pull us apart every season? I mean,
seriously, this is what I'm worried about.
Obviously, it's not happening. Insigne is going to resign. Osimhen's not going anywhere. You don't bring in an 80 million player, for better or worse, 80 million. With all the other transactions surrounding the move, it was really like 50. But whatever. You don't bring in a player like that to have him for one season and then sell him off and have nothing to show for it. That's not what we're about. That's not what we're about. We give this guy a few I'm sorry, you don't give Milik 3-4 seasons and then give Osimhen only 1 and sell him off. That's not what ADL is about. Everybody thinks he is. He's papone. But he's not. He's not. If anything, now he's going to win titles with Napoli and then sell off Osimhen for double, triple, quadruple the amount.
Right. So that's the biggest thing, sure. That's the biggest thing that worries me, because it's like Rafa, I always said, I said it again, but I'm starting to understand it more and more when Maradona said Napoli contro tutti. And it really, and sometimes it's even contro our own people, because the minute I said, listen, and the minute I said that, Napoli can win a Scudetto, even the fellow Napoli tifosi were kind of on the defense, like, I don't know, but Inter. Here's the deal, man. Why is it so easy to give it to Inter? And again, No disrespect to Inter. I think they're the ones that are going to challenge. I think Napoli and Inter should have been the two teams fighting for it last year. I think they're going to be the two teams fighting for it this year. So no disrespect to Inter. They're champions one way or another. But it's so easy to give it to these other teams. It's never, even if you're a Napoli fan, but it seems like people are reluctant to give credit to Napoli, even our own fans sometimes, you know? And I know it's triggering. And I know listen, we didn't, I know we still need to win that trophy so we can validate it, but we did get the 91 points. We almost got there and didn't win. With the only team get 91 points and don't win a Scudetto. We're so close. We're so close. And considering what we spoke about that happened last season, this season we seem to have it all together now. So I'm not sure what else do we need other than to stay healthy to win a trophy this year, a big trophy, other than the Coppa Italia. I'm not trying to knock the Coppa Italia either, but
we've won them. Been there, done that.
We just need something else, you know? And Rafa, remember I said, I was like, yo, I'll take the Europa League and trophy in top 4.
Yeah.
I've switched a little bit, Rafa. I want the damn Scudetto now. I want it more than I've ever wanted it in the past. It's something about the team because I feel like even though the Europa League trophy would be a great accomplishment, it's something that we need to do. And I want to see him going deep because, like I said, I feel like the EL is going to be this prerequisite for the Champions League. So if we can't accomplish some type of success, whether it be top 4 in the EL, whatever, doing the Europa League, then we're not going to be able to do anything in the Champions League. But right now, I think in order to validate everything that De Laurentiis has done, everything that the team is, and maybe what Spalletti could be doing for this team, I think a Scudetto trophy is in order. Because Napoli are never going to get to the next level. The fans are never going to get to the next level until we validate this with that coveted Scudetto trophy. We need it now. We need it so we can finally get into that conversation of who is going to win. And there are some pundits out there, they're turning, they're switching. Napoli is coming up more and more into these conversations, but it's got to be like second nature now. That's what I want for Napoli. That's the next level, when it's second nature to talk.
Yeah. Here's the thing. A lot of people will look at the Milan from last season and say, look at how great Milan were. They were winter Scudetto winners, Campioni d'Inverno. They had a massive lead on Inter and they blew it, I think it's different. Milan had a good collective group of players. And it's just, for me, it's Stefano Pioli. And he just, for me, isn't a Scudetto manager. He's definitely, we've proven now that he's a manager that can get you to the Champions League. He's a manager that can contend for some of the season, but he Pioli'd Milan. I think Spalletti is a way better manager than Pioli. All due respect to Pioli, because he's done a fantastic job with Milan. Brought them back to the Champions League. Made them a Scudetto contender. They're still a Scudetto contender now. They're the team behind us at 2 points behind us. You know what I mean? We've got to be careful with them. But I just feel like Spalletti is that piece of the puzzle that's making this team play to their fullest potential. We had Gattuso in, who rejuvenated careers, who was a very good cheerleader, who took us to a level, picked us up, dusted us off, and got us ready for the next phase. Yeah, right? Yeah.
He smacked us around a little bit.
Spalletti's the guy who's going to smack us around a little bit, but also give us a clear direction. Yeah. And it's no accident that he's had capocannonieri in his team, and keepers with clean sheets on his team, top clean sheets of the league. It's just this is a different team than Napoli has had, while being the same team that they were last season. They don't have to deal with the grueling schedule. All schedules are grueling. When you're in European competitions and you're still in your cup, all schedules are grueling. But last season was different because nothing got started till end of September, and it was crammed in all just to make sure we caught up for 2021's portion of the season, and it was awful. It was difficult. COVID was still people were still all whole teams were getting
Obliterated,
COVID.
right? Right.
Yeah. This is a different season. This is the season I wanted to see Gattuso have, but I'm much happier that we have Spalletti right now.
Right. You put this up, Boyorgo from Kalamata. I love the olives there, and but lives in Athens now. Do you think we should start Unas and Elmas against Sparta? Unas and Elmas. That we could coin that phrase, by the way. Hashtag Unas
the
and
Elmas and Unas show.
Unas and Elmas.
Elmas, yes. Elmas, yes. Unas, no. I don't think Unas is ready to start yet. I also don't think Napoli are in the position to heavily rotate against Spartak. I'm of the opinion that Napoli should maybe rotate 3-4 players. If he's healthy enough, let's give Meta a start. Mm-hmm. Definitely start Manolas over Ramani. I think maybe we can have Malqui in there for Mario this time, right? And Elmas in for Zielinski. But let's not forget, we have Mertens back. He's in the squad. He's also an option to start. Now here's the thing. I don't want to take this too cautiously. I know what you said about Europa League, and I respect what you said about us being serious Scudetto contenders. But I truly believe that this season we can go for both or all of it.
Okay.
While keeping healthy and while being able to plug and play these players, because I'm telling you, man, it's either we finish first in Europa League or we out. Okay, because that's the only way in February we're going to be able to contain the fact that whatever injury pops up, African Cup of Nations, and having to play Coppa Italia. Because if we finish in first in February, we don't play Europa League until mid-March, right? But if we finish second, we have to play the February rounds. Or if we finish third, we go into the Conference League extra playoff round that's also in February. So it's either first or out. Okay. You understand? And I don't want to go out.
Right.
I don't want to go out in the Europa League. No. Because having Napoli be able to do it in the league but falter in Europe, it's embarrassing. Inter won the Scudetto, fine. But they caught such a whooping by the community that they crashed out of all competitions, finished fourth in the Champions League. You know what I mean? That they were not given a prayer in this Champions League group. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that. I want to be formidable contenders in every single competition. And like I said, this season for me is the best chance.
Vincenzo says Lozano can start. I'm with it here.
That's it. 1A, 1B. Doesn't matter. Every other. Sorry.
I think I mean, either way, good problem to have. So it doesn't matter who we start. I think we'll be fine either way. But, I know with these Russians, they're kind of big dudes. They're physical players. I'll be honest, I wouldn't even mind seeing Petagna start over at Osimhen. I know that sounds crazy. But I wouldn't mind seeing Unas starting either. And I'll tell you why. Unas does well in the Europa League. Europa League is definitely a good place for these players with something to prove to go out and play. Yeah. To give them their time, to give them their space. We want Unas to kind of come along as much as possible. If that means starting him in one of these group games, go for it. I'm for it. I'm not for a huge turnover, but Ruby Tuesday's here. All right. I'm going to put your question on, Ruby. I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of a turnover. I'll be honest. October is going to be a busy month. It's another time every 3-4 days we're going to have a game. I don't want to kind of like break up this newfound chemistry that we have now with Napoli, Rafa, but I would like to see the bench kind of come along. Demme is back. Let him get some burn. Let Unas get some burn. Let Petagna get some burn. In the event that we will need these guys, God forbid any injuries do happen, it's kind of good to start getting them in form now, like right now. This way we can kind of plug and play them. I think Spalletti has been doing a good job as far as like letting them come in and getting like 20, 30 minutes of burn, during the end of the Serie A games, which is nice. We always see that front line, 4 of those front line guys being changed, and then either we change a defenseman or we change a CDM. So he's doing a good job there. I would like to see a bit of a turnover just to make sure that everybody's rested, especially from our bigwigs, especially from Insigne and Ozinem. I think we play in Russia Thursday?
No, this one's in Naples.
In Naples.
This one's in Naples.
So maybe we don't have to go as crazy there, considering we're home. We don't have to travel. We're not going to be in cold ass Russia or whatever. But I would, if we do a little bit of a turnover, George, I wouldn't mind it. Elmas, I don't mind. He can start. He can come off the bench for me. It's all good. I bet you any money he starts, but I wouldn't mind Unas as well. I'm missing that red jersey. Sorry, no Manolas. I have major trust issues with this guy. Go Rahmani. He's all right, Ruby. Manolas is okay. He'll be all right.
I'm okay.
His head is kind of. Remember, one of the big reasons from him wanting to leave was because he wanted to be closer to his family. You can't really blame the guy, and we try to work it out. De Laurentiis try to work it out. But Olympias is basically trying to give us an ex-felon from
Olympiacos. Yeah, but Ralph, how true is it? How true were those rumors even? Because during all this,
no, he had a record. There was a guy.
No, I'm not talking about that. No, I'm not.
All right, this guy was like banned from Spain for like 4 years or something. Forgot. I was like, what?
Nah,
what's going on in Greece, man? I don't know.
No,
man.
I'm talking about the Manolas rumors, man. Come on, like while this was all going on, he's posting Instagram stories of him with his feet up on a boat singing Napolitan songs. Like, come on! I saw him at halftime this past game, right? When they were showing the squad coming back on the pitch and the bench players, having to kick about. He was skipping around and singing to whatever song was playing at the Maradona,
right.
and just looked really happy. Like,
right.
I don't know, man. I just feel like it's not a big deal. I don't think he's going to be sold. Definitely not in January. And you know what? Honestly, it's okay to have a couple of bad spells. He made a mistake against Juventus, and he's kind of paying for it right now. But I still rate Manolas to being one of the best center backs in the league. I'm sorry, I do. Just because he made a mistake doesn't. Look at Ramani, made a mistake in his debut. Look what he's doing right now.
Right.
Come on, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I still think Koulibaly and Manolas are the best center back duo in the whole league. And then Ramani will be a suitable, moving forward.
Sure. I think he's next. I think Rahmani's doing a great job. I thought he did a great job at like the second half of last season when Gattuso finally gave him some time. I know his debut game was, basically a disaster, or at least a small disaster, but he's proved to be a formidable partner with Koulibaly, and don't mind it. Again, another good problem to have. Rahmani had a little head issue that last game, or not the game prior to that.
Right.
And we have Manola, starting center back, to come up to back him up. I mean, what's the problem? You know what I mean? That's let me see. Mohamed Manolas has been highly rated since Olympiacos. At Roma, everyone saw the beast.
Yeah, and I just going back to the Spartak match, right? We'll read this really quick. The problem is that Napoli has too many sports reporters. They have nothing to write about, so they start a lot of poop. There's no Manolas problem. Yeah, I agree, Tony. Back to Spartak, though. Spartak Moscow, I mean, I wouldn't take them lightly in any play, whether they're here or in Russia. Doesn't matter. I wouldn't take them lightly. They got guys like Quincy Promes. They have Ezekiel Ponce. They have Victor Moses, right? Pretty good players, and they really played well. I watched the game against Legia Warsaw. That was the Wednesday game the day before our Leicester City match. I watched the whole game. They played very, very, very good. Very good. They beat the crap out of Legia Warsaw. Legia Warsaw got a goal in injury time and won the match 1-0. So for me, the fact that Warsaw got a win, they'll probably lose to Leicester City. I think we need to beat Spartak Moscow to maintain our position with Leicester City. If we let Leicester City go up ahead of us, there's a chance we don't catch up to them. So I need us to come out in this match. Listen, I know most of the team's going to go away to international duty after Fiorentina, but Napoli in general have a break after Fiorentina. We'll take the break when it comes, okay? Let's listen. We've gone 7 matches so far with minimal rotation and adequate substitutions and good substitution timing that I think we could do it for another 2 matches and be okay, honestly.
I'm with you.
Go for it.
I ain't scared.
Go for it. Go for that Europa League.
Yeah, why not? Do it.
Why not?
Go for the double. Show some
Go
balls.
for the tripleta.
Go for the tripleta. Fuck it. Win everything. Burn it all down. No,
When was the last time? Well, I want to know this. If anybody out there knows this, when was the last time a team won a tripleta or won the treble by winning a Europa League too? So they won the league, they won their League Cup, and then they won the Europa League, not the Champions League, but the Europa League.
Wait,
Because
say that again?
I want to know when the last time a team in any league won a treble, but it was the Europa League, not the Champions League.
Oh.
Like, we know that they're treble-winning teams. Inter is the only treble-winning team in Serie A. But what if Napoli win the treble this season? You imagine Napoli winning the treble? Oh, but it's a Europa League treble. It doesn't matter. What other team besides Inter in 2010 won a treble?
Right.
We could do that. We could seriously do that, I think. Chelsea probably, Mahmoud said. That's probably true, actually. Chelsea probably. If any team, it would be Chelsea.
We got another Chelsea.
Let's check that out. I'll look that up.
Mourinho, Porto?
My team, Hala Madrid. No. Oh, maybe Mourinho, Porto. Yeah, they won it. No, Chris, we're talking about the Europa League, not the Champions League. Madrid, of course. No, but Madrid didn't do it either, I don't think. I don't think there was a season where Madrid won. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but how true is that too? I mean, I know that the Ronaldo teams didn't win a treble. I don't think. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. But Mourinho Porto is a good shout from Vincenzo. I'll check it out.
Eric Williams. Eric,
Go ahead. Sorry.
We had this one. As much as Europa will be a trophy, I'd rather focus on the Serie A and Copa. We need to give the subs a chance this round versus Sparta. I think we I don't know, maybe Eric, you came a little late. We definitely just
I don't know, you're
just
missing the point though, guys. You're missing the point. Ralph Pizarro was the one who made me see this clearly last season. You have to show up in these Europa League games. You have to show up in Europe. You can't be this clown team going out in, not giving up on a trophy to go for another one. You can't, especially when we have the depth and we have a great manager. It's listen, Sadi did it because Sadi didn't want to play his bench, right? Also, we didn't have the best depth. Okay? Yeah. 1. 2, Gattuso couldn't do it. Right?
Yeah.
Why can't Spalletti do it? Look at this team. Gotta go for it, man. I'm sorry. I respect it's and this I'm gonna agree with. Guys, it's 6 games in. I love Napoli, but we need to temper things. I know we do. I'm well aware of Milan's performance last season before they bottled it. I'm aware of that. And I'm aware of us and our history of bottling it. But I got this feeling.
Rafa, hey, Eric, first of all, thank you for coming up and giving the questions, participating with us. I know it's 6 games in, but here's the deal. In the beginning of the season, everybody puts their top 4. Everybody says who's their content. Why is it so easy to give who's going to win the Scudetto, even if it's hypothetically, right? Even if it's just for conversation piece. Why is it so easy to give it to Juve? Well, all right, granted, they won 9. Or the Inter. Why is Napoli never in that conversation? What are they missing? We got everything we needed. We got the coach. We got the striker. Who was it that said it on Twitter? Was it Vincenzo? Was it? Oh, Peter. Man, somebody said it on Twitter. If they're in this chat, please say it was you so I can put you up here. We got maybe Mohammed. I think it was Mohammed Salah actually that said it. We got one of the best right backs. We got a great goalie in Ospina. We got one of the best wingers. We got one of the best strikers. We got one of the best CDMs right now. I mean, listen, I'm not going to listen. Don't, I'm not saying that Napoli will win. Obviously, we don't know who's going to win. When Marco and Mike were up here from IFTV, I said, I don't know who the top 4 is. And that's my real answer. My real answer is I don't know who's going to do it, Rafa. I don't know who's going to win. Mm-hmm. I don't know who's going to win. And that's the real answer. I'm sorry. Because everybody put Juve in top 4. Look where they are right now. Okay? So what I'm trying to do here, everybody, fellas, bellas, boys and girls all over the world, what I'm trying to do here is get Napoli into the conversation. Okay? It's something that we need as a team, as a club, as a fanship. We need to get our names into these conversations because we always talk about changing the mentality of the team. I think we start changing our own mentality as well, and start giving credit where it's due. This is a good team. And if we stayed healthy last year, Inter would have had a bit of a challenge, running away with the Scudetto, pretty much, couple with another month or 2 left. Okay, and if we stay healthy this year, I'm telling you, we're gonna be one of those contenders, and that's all I ask for from everybody. Say Napoli is a contender. Say that and believe it, because it's true. If we stay like this, boy, I've never seen this team play like this for a while now. Come on. Jay, it's okay. It's okay to say we are contenders. We could be champions. No, I don't think we're going to win a Champions League anytime soon. I don't know. But I think we can win a Scudetto in this league right now. Why not? Who's that much better than us currently? That's all I'm trying to get at. I'm just trying to say, put us in the conversation, man, and believe in it because it could happen.
I think we deserve. Listen, we
get hurt again.
I know.
It's kind of the beauty of it, though. I know.
We deserve to be in the conversation for sure. We were in the conversation in 2018, right? I believe in 2019, 2020, we were also in the conversation. A lot of people, because if you remember this, Rafi Bizzarro, in 2019-20, the season of the mutiny and then the eventual COVID shutdown, right? Mm-hmm. We were very much touted to win the Scudetto because there was a manager carousel. Remember that? All these top teams except for Atalanta and Lazio had new managers. Juve had a new manager. Inter had a new manager. Milan had a new manager. It was all new managers coming in, right? Mm-hmm. And the constant was Napoli and Ancelotti. And we finished second the year before. And going in, everybody, a lot of people, not everybody, a lot of people picked Napoli to win that Scudetto. Mm-hmm. And, unfortunately, there was a disaster looming. But not very many people picking Napoli this season. In the beginning of the season, I do have to say there are a handful of people that I know did. Daniel Bone is one of them. Mo Salah is another one. You, Ralph, is another one.
Big. Gaetano.
I had them in second.
Gaetano
too. But you know what? I you have to, for me, somebody, Vincenzo, said Inter for me gets a champion's respect, right? Mm-hmm. And even though they lost the players they lost, they were the favorites for me. Now, 6 matches in, it's simple to say Napoli are contenders for the Scudetto because look at us, perfect. Absolutely perfect in every way. No flaws, right?
Weakest link, maybe? Let's answer Zeno here. Let's just plug that into your take right now, Rafa.
We're clicking on all cylinders right now, and dare I say, Maria has become a solid left back. But currently, what do you see as our weakest link? I mean, I mentioned it earlier, and I'm going to say it again. I don't see a weakest link. I really don't. But if you gun to the head, if I had to give you one, I'm stumped. Backup left back? I don't know. I'm stumped. I'm really stumped. Okay, Vinny said it. Weakest link is simply lack of quality backups for both fullbacks. But on the pitch, I haven't seen it. On the pitch, I haven't seen it. Muhammad asks, weakest link is not goalkeeper? No.
It's our strongest.
It's one of our strongest.
Yeah.
Look at what happened to Medet. Medet played 3 games, gave up 2 goals, 1 clean sheet against Venezia, right? But was it? No, 2 games. He got hurt against Genoa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gave up 1 goal then. Okay,
he's been out 2 full games, right? 3.
But here he was, the starter. This guy was the starter for Spalletti. He goes down early on injury, and who do we have? Ospina, who we thought wasn't going to play because of his foot, because of the travel, and he came out and he completely bossed. Whatever shot came to him, he bossed. Look at the performance against Sampdoria. Come on. Unbelievable performance against Sampdoria.
That's man, he had some great saves. It wasn't a whole lot, but
they
were big saves.
He needed to come through. He came through because it could have easily been 2-2 at the end of that first half.
No, how long have you been watching Ospina, Mohammed? Since he got on this team, he's been nothing but pretty damn good for us. Solid. He came into kind of when Marek got hurt. And we needed a goaltender. We needed a first-string type goaltender. Since then, he's been fine. And I know, we had some issues with the rotation and Gattuso, but either way, Meret and Ospina both are good goaltenders. So, again, right here, Vincenzo, we have unreal goalie depth. For me, the Ospina, gives us a better chance at trophies right now. Gattuso vindicated. Oof, big take. Like that.
People try to make it out that Meta is clear. It's just not true from Fishin_light. Clear meaning what? Clear meaning number 1? Yeah, I'm with you there. Mohammed says he was trash at Arsenal and good in the national team. That's what I remember him for. You have not been watching enough Napoli then, because he's really rejuvenated. Yeah. He's rejuvenated his career with Napoli, for sure.
Right,
for sure.
Definitely.
It's sort of like Pepe Reina. Because when Pepe Reina was Liverpool, he was good. He wasn't great. He was all right. But comes to Napoli and boom, one of the best keepers. And then now doing really well with Lazio, if you ask me. He's doing pretty good.
Top 5, Christopher Estrada asked. I don't know. Right
now, would you say?
I don't know if it's go goalies.
Top 5 in the world for me. Yes, was watching Tudin, Spanish Soccer Channel, and they said for sure he's up there.
Of course, the Colombian guy in the Spanish Soccer Channel is in the top 5. But they adore him in Colombia.
Yeah,
any Colombian I say Ospina, they know who he is. So
in the world, come on, brother. Who isn't trash with Arsenal? Peter, amen. Zeno, good call. Vincenzo Pertillo regarding backup fullbacks. Couldn't agree more. I think he's right. That's what I just said. As I said, backup left back, maybe, right? Yeah. But at the same time, the depth is there. It's still there,
right.
I want to also shout out Vincenzo because he was right. 2002, 2003 Porto under Jose Mourinho won the Portuguese League, won the Portuguese Cup, and won the UEFA Cup. So the tripleta. They also won the Super Cup that season too. So they won 4, but the tripleta of Cup, League, and International Cup was Porto with Jose Mourinho. I don't know if that's the last time someone did it, but definitely was pretty special to see that. That's why they call him the special one, right? He's at Roma now. We have Roma soon. And the way Roma's playing, you know, looking like we could beat them too.
Rafa, a lot of people have said that I think a lot of the reason why a lot of Napoli fans are apprehensive about saying Scudetto for them is they would like to see Napoli up against the big wigs. All right, we took care of Juve, fine, but they were struggling. But we want to see how it's going to be against Inter, Milan, AC Milan, and Roma. I think we're going to start getting a few more people on our side here talking about this narrative as soon as we handle these other teams, and then so be it. There was somebody in the chat, I think it was Peter, said that we don't have to, I'm pretty sure I put it up, that we don't have to worry about those teams. We have to worry about the little teams because those are the guys that give us the trouble. So I think maybe after another month or so, and I'm very curious to see how we're going to look like, when Koulibaly is not starting, when Osimhen is not starting. Definitely curious. That's why I'd like to see these people off the bench getting their time on the pitch, getting some burn, so they can get up to form when we do need them. But, Serie A is tough. It's much tougher than what it was. This is, you're not going to have these 9-time reigning champs and anymore. So
yeah, no, you're right.
I get it. If people want a little bit more proof, they're gonna get it. But just remember the show. Remember us when that does happen. And I just want overall Napoli, Donny, to be, proud of this team. It's like, again, we need to start having the pundits talk about Napoli. We need these networks talking about us. We need Twitter talking about us, not just calling us these stupid names and all this bullshit that all the shit that people talk. I don't like it. It's time that people start putting respect on this name because we deserve it. We deserve it. I don't care if we don't have a Scudetto yet. We still deserve it because we're always there. We're always giving everybody trouble, and it always happens, with when all the odds are against us, with all the adversity. So for me, I'm so proud of this club, and I really want something for them, so we can cry and be happy.
Yes, sir. I think that's gonna do it, Ralph. What do you think?
Yeah.
Think we go? Yeah.
Yeah. We about hit the hour mark. I'll put a little closing music. Why not?
I'll tell you what. For a show that had no real topics at hand or ideas to start with, I think we had a pretty decent show, man. And it's because of our listeners.
It's because of these guys right here.
Yeah.
The guys in the chat.
That's because of the guys in the chat.
That's why it's so good to have everybody up here. This is kind of why we encourage you guys, spread the word, get more people up in here. It's really like, with the whole the new work week that came up, Rafa, it was just like we didn't have enough time to prepare for today. Yesterday, Rafa, yesterday I booked out of here, changed, went to the restaurant. By the time I got there, my filet mignon came and hit the table. I had my brother ordering it. So that's how tight things were yesterday. And then we hung out all night, and we really didn't have an opportunity to set up a good show. And Rafa said to me, like, let's go out to the chat. Let's start a forum. Let's get everybody talking in there. And once again, guys, you came through again. Man, so
definitely did. Definitely came through.
Vincenzo, Peter,
really appreciate it.
All the new guys, the guys in Australia, Yurgo from Greece, even the Milanisti. We had Juventini up here, and I like the fact that we have people from different teams up in here just talking, because Calcio is for everybody, and there should always be, the rivalries are fun, and I love the banter, but there should always be mutual respect between human beings. Thank you, Peter. So let's get on out of here. Rafa is going to be back. Rafa riding solo next Thursday, guys. Come and show some love to him, man. Yeah,
yes,
unfortunately,
sir. I don't think I'm going to have a guest either. So you guys got to come on here and help me out. You got to be my guest. You got to be my topics. You know what I mean? But it will be post-match Spartak Moscow. Don't forget that match is at 12:45 Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. And then we have Fiorentina. We're in Florence. Fiorentina Napoli at 12 o'clock on Sunday Eastern Time, 12 o'clock. That's a big one. That's a big one. It's the one that we absolutely have to win.
This is Antonio. It's Antonio. Forza CNC, velo. Thank you.
Antonio, grazie.
Hit me up.
Yeah, but we have that. We have got a lot of good ideas coming down the pipeline, guys.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for watching on YouTube Live with us, on Facebook Live with us, and on Twitter Live with us. Thank you for watching the replay if you're watching the replay on YouTube right now. And thank you for listening on Far From Vesuvius if you're listening right now. Really appreciate you guys. Really, really do. I put a challenge out to everybody right now. If there's a topic you guys want to see, Ralph, this is a little impromptu. If there's a topic you guys want to see us talk about, if there's some ideas that you might have that you want us to pull off for you, let us know.
Yeah,
make us
it helps.
better and better and better. Because we got the eyes watching us. We got the eyes watching us, guys. We do.
Yeah.
And on a little behind the scenes. We got the eyes watching us.
We in the pipeline.
We want to make this the best Napoli show on YouTube, on any kind of social media. So please please subscribe, please share, please leave us reviews. We really appreciate it. Renaissance Chant, stand up.
Peter,
Ralph,
spread the word.
You want to announce it?
Yeah, spread. Well, I haven't talked to the guys, but I know if once I mentioned it, they're in.
Oh, sure.
Peter, spread the word, man. We want to do another Renaissance show during the break. I want to get everybody up in here. Hopefully, we might have, I don't know, maybe we'll go on a late day so we can get a few of the other guys in. I'm not sure, but Peter, spread the word right now in the chat. I'll be in there in a few minutes, man. We want to do another Renaissance show because we had a lot of fun. I was watching the replay yesterday, Rafa. I was catching up on some things. I ended up clicking on that episode that we did. Oh, hell yeah. They love it. They had so much fun, and so did we. So we'll do it. Christopher, I saw your question. Listen, save that because that's a great question, and it's a big topic, and we got to cut out. So I promise to answer you. You know, put these questions up in the comments sometimes, man, because we will take them and implement it into the show. It doesn't always have to be.
You know what? About a week or 2 weeks ago, there were a lot of questions that were not answered that I posted on Twitter. Chris Estrada, I know you're not on Twitter, so I'll go to Facebook too. I will dig through these questions sometime either tonight or tomorrow, post them up, and answer them one by one for you guys. Whatever we didn't get, I'll make sure you check out Raff and Raff on Twitter, Raff and Raff on Facebook, and on Instagram, all three platforms. Check us out. And yeah, Chris, I'll answer that for you on Facebook, my friend. Promise.
All right, until next time, guys, thank you for joining us. Give us a like, subscribe, please share. Forza Napoli sempre. We'll see Rafa next Thursday, and of course, we'll be here every Monday with you at 7 p.m., guys.
Ciao for now, guys.
Ciao. Forza Napoli.